What's up? You're listening to Randomly Relatable SG,
where we talk about random things you relate to.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the number one youth podcast in the world. Today we have a very special guest today. His name is Asyraf, also known as Lord Fluffiness. He's the one and only Asyraf.
What's up?
Yeah, man. What's up, man? Please introduce yourself, man.
So, my name is Asyraf. I'm a fresh disabled person.
Freshly disabled. Straight from the...
How old are you this year?
Straight from the road, bro.
So, I'm 25 this year.
Okay.
My accident happened 2 years ago, so I was 23 then.
Okay.
Yeah.
It happened 3 years ago, right? 2018, right?
Yeah. Okay, sorry, my math is a bit bad. But yeah, 3 years
You
ago.
were 22 when you got into the accident.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, young, huh?
Young.
Shit, it's quite a while. I didn't really think about that.
I think first things first. We want you to actually explain what actually is your disability and how it happened and basically your story
Right. Okay. So let me start with my disability. So I'm known as paraplegic, meaning that I don't have function like on the lower half of my body.
Okay.
Yeah, but mine is higher lah. So I technically lost function right below my chest.
Okay.
Yeah, downwards. So I cannot. That made me wheelchair bound lah.
Yeah.
So you cannot walk
Paraplegic.
Yeah, paraplegic. Yeah,
Okay.
it's quite a cheap name. Some people don't understand. Paraplegic? What that?
What that?
Yeah.
Paralyzed from chest down.
Yeah.
If paralyzed
no,
from
like,
chest up.
paraplegic is usually just like bottom half.
Okay.
Yeah. Quadriplegic is like all four.
Also, it depends on the number
Yeah.
of limbs.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so at 22, you were categorized as a paraplegic already.
Yeah, 22. Shit.
When was it? Was it like towards the end of the year?
It was towards the end. So on 23rd November 2018 is when I had my accident. So how that entire thing went down. So I start from the beginning.
It's almost your 3-year anniversary.
Oh.
Of your accident. It's almost. Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
You want to revisit the site?
It's quite near my house also actually.
Okay, please continue on with your story.
So how it all went down, how I became a paraplegic. It started off with NS. So I was serving my national service then. So I was a normal clerk, working for
8 to 5.
8 to 5, high ranking office. And then one day, my admin officer needed me to do a task.
Okay.
So yeah, every NSF would always like to hear, you want half day?
Yes.
So being a very eager NSF, right, I said, oh yes, sure, definitely. So yeah, she tasked me to go to like a captain's house to receive some documents to send over to another camp lah, basically. So among the other clerks, I was the only one with a personal vehicle.
Okay.
So like it would only make sense to send me because it would be way faster compared to like a person with no vehicle.
Yeah.
Then I went on my merry way, changed my clothes, got on my bike, went to the captain's house, picked up the documents. Then it was close to lunchtime. Mind you, it was a very sunny day. No clouds in the sky. Everything was fine. It's lunchtime. So yeah, so I took the documents, I called my superior, then I told her like, ma'am, I go home to have lunch, okay? Because my house very near. Then she like, okay. After your lunch, then you can head over to Pasir Laba. Then I was like, okay, I will let you know when I'm there. So after lunch, I went out of my house. I got on my bike. I exited my car park. 3 traffic lights away, bam, got hit. Honestly, it was very unexpected.
So you turn left. 1, 2, 3.
Bam. So
At the traffic light itself.
at the traffic light, it was a T junction. So I was going straight. Then I guess the car that hit me was making a right turn.
I see.
Oh, it's that kind of accident.
It's that kind of
Okay,
accident.
yeah.
So yeah, I was just like staring at the sky. I was asking for help. I was in no pain, but I was just unsure of what was going on.
Yeah.
I remember just laying there until I heard like ambulance. And then the last thing I remember was, okay, so when you are like on a stretcher, they pull you up, it will click, right?
Yeah.
Then that's the last thing I remembered before I like knocked out.
No
like like that your life flashed through your eyes kind of thing?
don't have.
Remember flying?
That is no, I don't remember flying also.
Okay, right before she hit the person hit you, right? Did you like think like,
Brace,
oh shit, I'm gonna die?
Okay. So
Did you hit something or something hit you? So like, do you see the thing hitting you?
no, I don't. Okay.
Okay.
So I was like super conflicted. You know, I really don't know
What happened?
like what happened, and like, you know, on all these things, what is going on with me, and then on top of that,
Ever go like SG Vigilante, go try to find your video?
I did dude. When like after I discharged, right, then because then only recently I realized like SG Vigilante really posts a lot of videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like, oh, maybe my accident is there. So I scroll. Didn't manage to find, because like I said, like, it was lunchtime, so I don't think there was a lot of cars.
Yeah.
Driving around there.
No witnesses told you how it happened.
No, don't have.
Wow.
Camera,
Even-
dash cam ke?
Yeah.
Even my friends
CCTV.
were very, very shocked that I got into this accident.
This is literally macam perfect conditions.
Yeah, it was
Understand.
literally,
Okay.
it was literally
Dry.
like something that is unexpected, like, because all my friends, they were like asking me, "You drink? You smoke? And like, no, never. I was works, yeah, bro. Then they all like, huh? Really? Then how the hell did it happen?
Cannot be.
Kira ajal lah.
Yeah, it was really fate.
Fate lah.
It was really fate.
You listening to music already.
Never listen to music, so bro.
No, even listening to music. No, you were not distracted at all.
Not distracted. Yeah, so
Just had lunch full.
yeah,
Happy.
dude. Yeah, I was so
Half
happy.
day.
Half day, you know.
Do you remember what
Shit.
you had for lunch?
I had my mom's spaghetti. yeah, really. My mom cooked spaghetti that day.
So there
But
was...
then now no more knee sweep, bro.
My knees no
Cannot feel
longer
it.
work.
Now, a word from our sponsors.
Hello? What are you doing?
I'm keeping my money.
You keeping your money in a jar under the pillows?
Then what am I supposed to do?
Hold on. This is not the wisest thing to do. If you're keeping your money in the jar, under the pillow, like Shuraim, there is a better way.
Have you heard of Fire with Im and how he can guide you to invest?
What is FIRE with him, you may ask? Well, FIRE stands for Financial Independence Retire Early.
And who is Im? He is the man to go to if you want to start investing but not sure where, how, or what to do.
Are you ready to grow your wealth?
Invest 60 minutes to make your next 60 months better. Click the link in the description below to invest with Imran today. And now, back to the podcast.
Ask you something. Well, I wanted to make a joke.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Remember when your regular said you want half day?
Yeah. So now what?
Now you half body.
Come on, man. Let's not be like that.
When was the... when do you regain consciousness?
Actually, fortunately, like, I regained consciousness the next day.
Okay.
Yeah, but funnily enough, right, I wasn't really worried about much except for how I look. Yeah. So the moment I woke up, what I did was,
Take a mirror.
no, I asked I asked for I called the nurse lah. You know, there's a button.
The button,
right?
yeah.
So I called the nurse, and then I wanted to talk, but I couldn't talk. So
Why?
The life support was down my throat, no.
Okay.
So yeah, so the nurse came with a whiteboard and a marker lah. So I wrote down, can you give me my phone? She took my phone, she gave it to me. So I just open the camera, selfie mode. Then I just see what I look like. Then I'm like, oh shit. Okay, so I took a selfie. Like, I opened selfie mode, took a selfie, I sent to my friends.
Okay.
I sent to my girlfriend. So okay, my girlfriend actually, on the day of my accident, she was flying to Oman
Why?
to go on vacation with her family.
I see.
Yeah, so when my accident happened, she was already like mid flight lah.
Oh,
She wasn't in Singapore.
She wasn't in Singapore.
Alamak.
Yeah. So when I sent that picture, she only got it when she had Wi-Fi.
Oh,
Ayo.
fuck.
Yeah. So like, but
Hey, mak.
That must have felt shit for
it
her,
was,
sia.
yeah, she told me like it was very very shack lah.
Heartbreaking.
She didn't really get to enjoy her holiday. Then I like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I know you paid money for your holiday and stuff like that, right? Then yeah.
How long was she there for?
She came back halfway because she couldn't
Take it lah.
she couldn't take it lah. Yeah, she came back by herself. So how my mom found out was also quite funny when I heard the story. So my mom doesn't like to pick up calls from unknown numbers.
Okay. Normal.
So
A lot of
obviously
mums,
the hospital would be calling from an unknown number, right?
Yeah.
So basically she didn't know until the following day.
Okay.
Yeah. She didn't know that I was in the hospital.
What day was it? Was it like a
23rd
Friday?
November 2018.
23rd November. Oh, it was a Friday.
Yeah, it was a
So
Friday.
half day on Friday show.
Sedap.
Sure.
Yeah. Long weekend.
Yep.
So maybe that's why your mom didn't really
Yeah.
think about why you weren't home lah, because like, it's a Friday night. I see. Okay, makes sense.
So when your mom found out,
So when my mom found out, I mean, I didn't know how she react lah. But I guess I would believe that she would be worried lah.
Of course,
definitely.
Because like,
she's your mother. What the fuck?
yeah, because like, you know, my dad passed on also from a motorcycle accident lah. So it might have triggered a lot of bad emotions on her. So when she walked into the ICU room, I just smiled under the ventilator.
Under the gas tank.
Yeah.
Under the mask.
Then she also smiled back lah. So because I guess my mother know that I'm not the kind to really dwell on, you know, very bad stuff. So like she also managed to pull through was because I'm a positive person.
you are, dude. Like from the second you came in, you haven't stopped smiling.
Yeah. So I guess I guess my mom was grateful that I didn't succumb to depression.
That's nice.
Yeah, because like initially when I got to know about all this paralysis and stuff, it hit me quite hard. Like I didn't know what my future would be like, and I don't know what her future would be like because like I'm the last child. So like she was relying.
Talk us through that lah, because you said that you're the last child, right? And then like you were worried. Like it's normal to be worried about your future, and it's jumping into the unknown lah, literally. You know.
Yep. Yeah. So being a normal adult, you know, moving that step forward after like school and
ORD,
NS, it's already a tough one. So just imagine having the need to go through that, and also just losing your ability to use your legs, and basically every other function that a normal person would have. No, normal person.
Normal a normal person would have.
Normal person would have. Yeah.
So which point, right, did you realize that you couldn't feel your legs?
It was probably maybe a week into.
That's wild.
It's wild, because you need the shock, the initial shock of like, you know, looking at yourself like that, to like kind of settle down, and then you know, gather some news. You need to talk to like whoever that comes in, like your relatives or what. Then you kind of get snippets of what's kind of going on lah.
At that point of time, the nurses and doctor didn't come in to tell you that like, oh, you might not be able to. You might
No,
not.
because
this.
it was still too early
Okay.
from the accident, so they had to give it some time lah.
So even they didn't know yet lah. Okay.
Because they don't know what's the full.
To be fair, they don't know lah.
Yeah, they cannot really like, you know, disclose to you this because they also don't know the
They want to be sure lah.
Yeah, they don't know the
Still
extent of the injury.
investigating
Correct.
and everything.
Correct. I was in ICU for 2 weeks.
That's
Yeah, it
a
was
long
prolonged
time.
because I lost function of my diaphragm, right? That's the thing that helps you breathe. So when I was on the ventilator, they told me that I have to consciously breathe on my own.
How did that feel?
Oh, it was stress, you know. It was worse than like doing O levels, worse than
For those who
PSLE.
are
Definitely,
like listening, like have you ever even thought about breathing?
Forgetting how to breathe.
Yeah.
How do you train yourself to breathe? And it's already something like
It's
quote unquote
still
normal lah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's normal.
Like now that I think about it, like I'm breathing right now, right? How do I think about breathing? You know what I mean? It just comes naturally.
Focus on it lah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
so it was tough. That's why my stay in the ICU was a bit prolonged because they cannot pull out the ventilator unless they know that I'm breathing on my own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
understand.
So after I moved out of ICU, I was in I was moved to general ward lah.
Okay.
So so I was like just
But you're still warded lah.
I was still warded.
Still warded, bedridden.
Yeah.
Okay.
My entire hospital stay was close to 9 months.
9 months.
That's a while.
No, 7 months. Around there lah. I know it's quite long.
It is
It's
damn
very
long.
long. Very long. Few days lah after I was moved to Gen Ward, then the doctor came. So yeah, so So my mother is like my regular visitor lah, obviously. So she was beside me, and then the doctor came, and then he was like, you should ask your mom to sit down for this lah. Then my mother took a seat, and then he was like, okay, so
You bastard Doctor never asked you sit down.
He was lying down, bro. How many weeks after? Like you find out in January?
2.5. No, 5 days, right? You said a few days, right?
a few days after lah. So I was in ICU for 2 weeks, and then like I moved to Gen ward maybe about 3-4 days lah.
I see. So it's about 2.5 weeks lah after your accident. Okay.
Yeah, so the doctor like sat us down, and then he just broke the news lah. Okay, so Asyraf, this is your injury lah. You know, he explained like, so your spine is broken here, and they call it like a complete transaction. So meaning the nerves are completely cut.
So it's a complete shatter.
Yeah, for spinal injuries, right, there's like 2 kinds. There's like incomplete and complete. So incomplete is like your spine, the bones are like, it's like gripping onto your nerves. That is what causes the weakness and stuff like that. But the complete one is where it's cut. It's just severed.
Nerves and bone just break.
Just severed, yeah.
So there's no turning back kind of thing.
Yeah, there's no turning back.
Okay.
So, but then he said like mine also, it was not really considered a complete one, because like I guess there was very fine lines of nerves connected lah. But he did say that there was only a 3% chance of recovery. Yeah, so then that one was like, I mean, because like it happened really. I mean, the news broke to me and it was quite fast lah. Like, although because the 2 weeks I was kind of in the dark, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when that news broke to me, then I was like, it felt like my life was so different. Like yesterday, and then today, knowing this news, it's just gonna be a whole lot.
How does that feel? What was in your head?
Before that, I want to say, and like take note, guys, like when he said 3% chance of recovery, it doesn't mean like 3% chance of like
full recovery.
walking again, It's 3% chance of feeling a pinch.
So I felt like I was really useless at that point of time. Like I just told my mother lah, like, you before my accident, you were already telling me like you were going to rely on me so much to take care of you in the future, and then like now that this happened, I don't think I can do that anymore lah. So then like, what's the point? What's the point of like trying to move forward and things like that?
To give the listeners a bit of context, it's like Asyraf was telling us before the podcast is that he is the youngest. His 2 older siblings were married, have kids, and then like he also said in the podcast just now that his dad passed away. So it was him and his mom throughout the whole period of his childhood lah, in a way.
Correct.
So like as like Asian culture is that the youngest person or the person living in the same household will need to take care of the mother eventually. And then like when this accident happened, this is where it hit hard to him lah, is that he couldn't take care of his mom because he doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, which is normal.
Yeah.
Apart from the then how from your mom, how else did she react to that?
She cried.
She cried when I cried lah. Because like she obviously as a mother, I don't think she would want to see her son feeling so bad about himself, right? So she cried, but then she told me like, it's okay lah. It's okay. Just take one day step by step. Then you just see lah what you can do in the future. Just like, I don't think I can do anything, because looking at how I was then,
What do you want to be before the accident?
So honestly, I was during NS, I was a clerk 8 to 5, right?
Yeah.
So I managed to get some time for myself to already plan lah for what I was going to do post ORD. So I intended to be a safety coordinator. Yeah, and I already took the courses, and I already got my certification.
Yeah.
So prior to the news, I actually also got a call from like a company that I applied for that I landed a job. But then because of my situation, I told him that I was in the hospital. I don't know when I was going to go out. He said, "Oh, it's okay lah. Once you are out, then you can just give us a call again and see whether the job is still available." So yeah, so I guess I was excited for that. Yeah. But then until the doctor came and told me the news, then all that just went down the drain lah.
I didn't ask. We didn't ask earlier. This may be a little bit sensitive, but did you ever think like it would have been better off if you like didn't make the accident? You just didn't make it.
Oh, you just died?
Yeah, we just died lah.
I ever thought about like, what if I just died? But at that point of time, no, I didn't really think I would be better off.
Okay.
You're a very positive person, honestly.
In general, yeah.
Like if you were to tell me and you come to the podcast like maybe years later and you came to the podcast like saying that you had PTSD, you were sad, you had depression for a couple of years, like
You would have believed it.
I would have believed it. It would be like
it would have been valid lah.
okay,
Yeah.
I understand that you couldn't walk, bro.
Correct.
I mean like, and it was something that was not of your. It wasn't your fault.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was circumstantial, and I would have totally understood that. Okay, fine. You know what I mean?
So the motivation, the biggest motivation I had was because I had a girlfriend then, right? So
She must be very strong also as a person, not to be
Yeah.
able to accept that.
yeah, actually she is.
And the comments that she get confirm so rabat, yeah? Because some people don't dare to say it to you. And then she say to her,
Like what?
yeah, like,
why are you with a disabled
Disabled
person?
Because you were young. You guys were young back
Yeah,
then, no?
that's true,
22,
that's true.
23, you know what I mean? Like, you
I
guys had your
did
whole
ask her
lives.
to ask her friends, like, what would they do if their boyfriends were like in my situation? And actually, most of them said that
They
they
would
would
have
leave.
left.
They would leave.
They would leave.
Yeah.
How did her parents react to this?
Yeah.
Like her family?
Okay.
Yeah.
So her parents also, I would say, very understanding.
Okay.
So they
Were y'all close before?
yeah, actually,
Your in-laws lah.
yeah.
Okay.
So when my in-laws got to know, they were also, they were alright lah. Because because their daughter still visits me, right? So I
Yeah.
guess she relays like messages to them and stuff.
Yeah.
So I guess if she is doing okay with me, their parents also supportive lah. Yeah.
Okay.
Technically, it's a physical disability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a mental
Mentally, yeah,
disability.
correct.
You're still you lah, like she
Yeah,
said.
correct. I'm still me. Yeah.
But her parents didn't try to tell her not to be with you anymore. 'Cause the same thing you did to her lah, basically.
No, her parents are more supportive of her. So I asked her also lah, like, what do your parents think? She said that as long as I still love you, they will still support me lah.
Yo.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was really amazing.